Alright, so here we are again. The Halloween event, which happens 3 times a day for 4 days straight, starting today, um, October 30, Friday. And I've been through this one time and it was really confusing finding out what needed to be done. But yeah, this is the preparation time. So this is basically 5 minutes from the time that you get prompted to join the event. And this is the only window where you can join. If you miss this window, then you can't join. You have to wait for the next one, as their Facebook page says. Um, so far, what I picked up from the last event is that you are going to be competing with each other as different animals. As you can see here, you've got a lobster, a crab, a treasure crab, whatever this is. Um, And I think each of those has different sets of skills. So if I mouse over mine, I'm looking at uh, pumpkinization, self buff for speed, immunity. Thank you. This is the flying kick, and then this is for I guess for a boss. So basically, you get what I understand is that you get points um, for executing actions against your whoever it is that you're paired against, um, paired with in the dungeon when you enter the dungeon. So there's going to be like a total of I think 5 to 7 players in the same room, uh, and you go through 4 stages of activities, and it could be a co-op game, depends on how your group goes, what your group decides. And this is pretty random. So you can work towards completing the goals together, or you could work towards completing the goals um, while executing as much of those skills on each other as you can. Um, and you get points for both, really. So the last round went like I came in third because I was trying to do both. Um, and the person who came in first was the person who was killing the boss, or who was attacking the boss rather. So you get points for actually just attacking the boss, and then the person who came in second was the person who had a lot of trick points. And so the trick points, what I'm guessing is, are those that are accumulated when you execute those actions against other players. So it's pretty important that you know each of these does. So this is the boss skill. This is for all these four are for players PvP, and then this is for attacking the boss. This is the self buff. These two are the buff ones, and then this one is a debuff. Right. These skills they will get active on their own. So another buff, and so this is like a super version of this, and then this one is like a super version of this. Right, and there's no auto, so you can't auto here. I'll have to be using the target. Um, when you die, you just respawn. You just lose some time to you just lose some time basically. And since you're losing time, then you're also going to be lagging behind. So 1 second before the time before getting into the dungeon. So this is the part where we're going to be um, grouped. And the first stage is just getting candy, I guess. This is so weird. I can do stuff. All right, there we go. So yeah, try to get as much candy as you can. Do that. Ah, those are the buffs. So you see those points that come up? Right. So yeah, just be as quick as possible in getting stuff, and then when you can, uh, so yeah, this is the part where you have to kill the boss, which is kind of, there you go. So you really want to avoid, oops, my candy up there. Do a buffs, and everybody's not moving. Oh, sorry. You really can't target it. There you go. All right, now it just into three different things that you have to kill. And yeah, for each attack, ooh, you get points. Oh man, this stun is incredible. Um, I don't know what the rest of the group is doing, but it's they're not bothering me as much as they should be. So I'm about to get this. Oh, did I just get some? Oh, nice. So apparently you can get those tokens from the boss. And let's buff. Get the next one. One, two. Yeah, so if you get like every day, this is computed, and you get some. Oh, nice. Thank you for the candy. All right, so this is the final boss, and I haven't actually gotten to, experience killing it because everybody was so busy killing each other. think we got it. I think we got it. Candy. 1 minute. Mm. So yeah, I did not know that you could get the Halloween tokens from the boss. So then after that last boss, that's the fourth stage, then you basically get to the reward stage where the points are tallied and you'll see the performance here. Um, so my game style was I was actually using my skills more against other players. Last round I did not do that as often, and I knew how to target the boss because that was actually harder. Using the auto target doesn't work as much as expected. Um, so you really have to click on the boss's sprite to target the boss. And then when you have that blue circle underneath the boss or the player you're trying to target, for the player this does seem to work normally, but for the bosses and sub bosses, you have I'm finding that you need to click manually on the boss's sprite. So yeah, and I did inflict some damage there. Last round, the person who won was the person who did the most boss points, and then the second place was the one who did the most trick points. So both in the ranges of 800, 900, but nowhere near the total points that I scored now. I was third last time, but this time it's better. We're in a better place. Um, yeah, and today's highest score is at 1,995, so I don't know who that is, so let's check it out. Um, Not that one. Okay, point ranking. Oh, that would be me. All right. So, yeah, if I'm like if I was third the last time around, well, this is the ranking for overall, and I'm assuming like if I was third the last round, so I'm probably gonna what I would probably was at um a lower position on this total tally sheet. So if I think I'm doing something right if I'm on the first spot, and then hopefully if I keep this up, um, we get the grand prize, which is the pink diamonds. So yeah, that's always good, right? As I always say, free stuff is always good. If you have questions, just comment down in section, in the section below, and I'll try to assist you as much as I can. Happy Halloween, everyone. Bye.